How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another stream. It's Thursday today, and we're seeing quite the most volatile, I would say, 10 days or even 2 weeks that I don't know, maybe I've ever seen in BTC. Like, look at this, right? Just on February 22nd, BTC was at 96.3K. Then around 6 days later, it went as low as 78K, and now we're chilling at 89.9K, 90K in just I don't know, 7 days later. It's not even March 7. So yeah, and to think that I think the trend will be, picked pretty soon. I think the trend is going to reveal itself pretty soon. I think maybe within this weekend or early next week. Everyone is expecting, the crypto summit, which will go down tomorrow. Everyone is expecting somewhat some kind of announcement, hopefully something real, right? Something that's actually not the announcement of the announcement, but actually something concrete that the market can digest, either to one side or the others. I read a lot of speculation about possible, some exception on taxes for cryptos that you've held for over a year, but I think Trump has get Congress approval on that. So I'm not sure. And also, if Trump's gonna launch, a BTC strategic reserve, or I don't know, like a S-coin strategic reserve, and the market could be expecting that he'll be buying billions like right out of the gate. Like, you're dead ass wrong. He'll need Congress to buy any significant amount of money, over, I don't know, 100 million or anything like that. If you're expecting that Trump and himself can like, I don't know, make the US government buy 2 billions of BTC, you're insane. You will need Congress for that. So welcome everyone to stream. Welcome back. I hope that you're having a great, Thursday, heading into the end of the week. As I was just saying, this is a crazy week. Please remember to click on that like button on the stream if you have not done so already. If you're also not subscribed, please also consider doing that. If you're watching on X, you can always click on the heart button, the retweet button for the stream. That helps wonders, and I really appreciate that. So daily candle closed over a minute ago. It closed red on BTC, down 0.7%. And look at the resistance where it closed. Look at where it did not manage to actually close above of. The lows from November 26 were respected as resistance today, Chad. Look at how we sold off yesterday going into it, and today was regarded as resistance as well. So market can turn, I don't know, can turn into something really bad if price is not able to hop on above 90K soon, Chad. That's the most strong and discernible level that we've been watching for the past 2 to 3 months now, almost since late November. That we've been staring to this range in between 90K and 100K. Basically, we had two deviations, like two large deviations to the upside here above 100K. And now, Chad, potentially we're creating a deviation below 90K this range. I guess we will see within this next few days. But also, I gotta tell you this, I do like the recovery. We were talking about this on Tuesday, about the possibility of this being a confirmation low regarding this drop from last Friday. And it appears to be like that as for now, Chad. You just need BTC to get back above 90K. With strength, and then possibly you can confirm this as a low. The RSI is sitting neutral. Momentum, you just flipped positive for the first time since February 23rd, since last Sunday. And yeah, excuse me, chat. So looking at the Bollinger Bands here, I remember that we saw this buy signal on my custom made indicator of this Bollinger Band strategy. It works somewhat decent on the higher time frames. So the first target for this buy signal was the moving average of the Bollinger Band, and that target has been already hit. It was hit today, sold off against it. And then the second target, if it's actually going to play out the full way, will be the upper Bollinger Band here, sitting at around 100k. Of course, this Bollinger Band will continue to come back down as volatility decreases after this major shakeout late February. But I'm expecting, hopefully, that this buy signal will play all the way and go into the second profit taking level, which is the upper band here. So that's interesting on the Bollinger Bands. Let's go see USDT dominance. So USDT dominance, of course, looking pretty similar to what BTC has been doing here, but inverted. This could turn out to be a confirmation high. I like the fact that you have two wicks here to the upside, implying a lot of absorption, a lot of sellers coming in above 5.2%. This inflection zone from history, from the previous cycle. You can see how that level was regarded as resistance, how the last 2 years also that level was regarded both as resistance and support, and apparently has now been confirmed as support one more time, Chad. The daily closed on a 0.8% gain, not too much. I mean, nothing much, I would say, nothing burger candle. But the fact that could be a little bit concerning is that you retest this 4.8% zone, this 4.8 to 4.86 zone area here, potential area of demand, has been held as support today. So if you flip this chart, you can see basically this looks a lot similar to what BTC has been doing, right? This was the range, you know, there's a lower 90Ks, you fell below it, and now we had somewhat of a bearish retest to that level. On this case would be a bullish retest. Regarding the oscillators, you're also printing strong negative momentum for the first time since February 23rd as well, Chad, and the RSI is sitting at 55 on the neutral zone for USDT dominance. Let's go see BTC against the SPX. So this is interesting, Chad. BTC against the SPX has been outperforming the USD pair. So BTC has been showing more strength against the SPX rather than the USD pair, and that I think it's because of you know, the crypto summit that we have tomorrow. A lot of expectations have been, you know, flirting in the market. I've been rambling around on the timeline about some news or executive orders might be coming out of Mr. Trump tomorrow. So I think that's why you can see the strength on BTC against the SPX within this week, because last week, of course, the SPX out traded and outperformed vastly the BTC token, as you can see here in this drop. But now we've almost fully recovered, and not only that, Chad, we're almost also above the all-time high from March 2021 right here, this level. This is critical, Chad, that we managed to stay above 16 here. And why do I say that? Because if you fall below 16 here, if you're not able to sustain price action above the former all-time high from March 2021, you're at risk of basically confirming this entire price action as a deviation of the range. And if you fall back below inside of the range, then God knows for how long we might stay down there before a definitive breakout. So the fact that we're actually above the range as of right now, as of Thursday, you know, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. and 7 minutes EST, it's a good sign, chat. It's actually a good sign. This B recovery on this dump on BTC against the SPX, getting back above the all-time high from March 2021 is actually a great sign. Yeah, it's not gonna do, you know, everything by itself. It's not enough for claiming, you know, that the bull market's back in full effect, but it's a good telling sign to what the USD pair might be doing soon. You're printing strong positive momentum on the MACD histogram, actually the highest momentum you've seen on BTC against the SPX since January 21st. The RSI is sitting at 52, leaving the bearish control zone. Great signs as well. If I turn on the Bollinger Bands, you don't have that flashing sign, that buy signal that we have on the USD pair, but you're above the moving average here on the midsection of the Bollinger Bands. Let's go see actually the freshly opened daily candles opening on the green as for now. Let's go see Bitcoin dominance, chat. So Bitcoin dominance has been retracing this dump from Sunday. You know, that Trump news pump, right? That sent Sol token ADA 60%, Sol 20%. The dump, the 1.3% retracement has been fully, you know, recovered. This daily candle is a little bit interesting. It closed red, down not even 0.1%. But let me tell you this, chat. This looks somewhat of a dead hanging man pattern on the daily time frame for Bitcoin dominance here. I'll show you here. This candle right here. This is not a good example. This one right here is a better example. So I'll pull it up right away here. So this candle right here, where you leave almost zero or just a small wick to the upside, and then you start retracing, is somewhat of a local top signal usually. But we need follow through, chat. You need to see follow through after this kind of candle if you actually want to see, you know, a downtrend on Bitcoin dominance, or a pullback at least. You're above 61.5. That's not good. You know what happens when you're above 61.5 or 60%. In history, you have gone into way higher prices. 2021, you went as high as 73%. 2019, you went as high as 72%. So my line in the sand basically is in between 60% and 61.5. This region right here, I would paint it, but it's a large region, so I want to keep it clear. But basically, if you lose 60% here on BTC dominance, then I think that you could be a little bit more bearish on Bitcoin dominance and basically bullish on altcoins. But as long as you stay above 60%, then you're on a Bitcoin dominated environment. As we've been saying, you do have a bearish pattern here, this bearish bad harmonic. The target are the lows of the harmonic, but it has not, you know, played out so far. Maybe it's gonna go for type 2 return anywhere above here, and then potentially play out. Let's go see. And actually, you've almost full reset it on the oscillators here on BTC dominance. Look at how you've lost basically all that negative momentum. If you actually close on a green candle today, you will be printing the first green bar tomorrow since February 11, and the RSI is sitting at 56 on neutral. Let's go see. We saw USD dominance. Let's go see Ethereum. Ethereum has been outperformed by BTC for the past few weeks. It closed down 1.7% today, in between two key levels, in between 2141 and 2332, levels from the 2021 cycle. Look at the reactions you got when you went into those levels, right? Either to the upside or to the downside. Look at that rejection from this bear market highs on April 2023. All the support, you know, that it was held on late 2023 and early 2024, and now you're just sitting there, right? Wondering, you know, market participants are wondering if the low is going to hold and actually is going to be somewhat of a range lows for potentially going back into range highs at around 3K. Your next inflection zone, though, above here is about 2332 is 2500, basically 2542 bucks. Here could be the next technical resistance if you are able to clear 2332. Regarding the oscillators, you're losing that negative momentum in the MACD histogram. You have a bullish divergence, actually a double bullish divergence here from this drop into this drop and this drop. You have consecutive higher lows on the MACD, whereas at the same time you're doing lower lows in price, implying potential seller's exhaustion for the ETH token. On the RSI, you do have bearish confluence. You don't have that sign of potential bearish, exhaustion, and are sitting on the on the seller's control area at around 38 points, 38.4 points on the RSI oscillator. So the RSI is actually saying right now you're in control of the sellers on the daily time frame for ETH. Let's go see Sol. Sol actually also was outperformed by not only BTC but also Ethereum today by the ETH token. Closed on a bearish engulfing candle just a few minutes ago. Less than 15 minutes ago, bearish engulfing candle was confirmed on Solana. And just basically tail all this time. They're not gonna decouple from BTC here. I think they're just gonna follow the fate of whatever BTC does. We're definitely gonna look at Sol BTC in a minute. You've been printing strong positive momentum on the MACD, and you're at 43 on the RSI. So one thing that's better on the Sol token than the ETH token right now is that the RSI it's above 40 points for Sol, and on ETH it's actually below 40. It's at around 36 or so, as we were saying. So Sol token looking a little bit better than ETH right now here, in the middle of no man's land. Actually, you're not either sitting at support or hitting resistance. So your next support to the downside is sitting at around $122, and your next resistance to the upside is $170. Let's hope to see that positive momentum continue to build up for Sol token. Let's go see Sol BTC right away. One of the most intriguing charts. Oh my God, look at that, chat. It's not good. Not good at all for Sol token. So if you're a regular here in the stream, remember to click on the like button, the bell that's off. You do know that we're staring at a confirmed wick of distribution schematic, the second wick of distribution. It's already has been confirmed, developed for over a year. It started developing on early 2024. Ranged sideways while at the same time creating lower highs for 12 months or so, and then finally broke down 2 weeks ago. Chad actually broke down on not even 2 weeks, on that drop on February 23 and 24. It's where basically you had that carnage on Sol against BTC. Man, it's gonna take a lot of effort for this distribution to be invalidated. Basically, the only way to truly invalidate this distribution would be to take out the upthrust here. This upthrust from phase B, this high from March 19, 2024, would need to be cleared in order to see an invalidation of this technical distribution. I also showed you guys what could happen that happened in the past. Happened on ETH BTC. It's not the same structure, but people were actually also speculating. I remember on Sol BTC, when we had this drop right here, people were comparing it to this price action on ETH BTC, and it actually looks similar, right? You have a confirmation low, which is higher low. You have a confirmation low, which is higher low. And people were expecting, a rally to take out the previous high. It sort of happened, right? But just by the wick, you didn't have a close up here. But I think this is different than what happened on ETH. And why am I saying that? Because this drop right here on ETH took out the sign of weakness, took out the low from here. So it would have needed to basically drop lower, take out the lows, and then have that short squeeze in order to be similar. So what I'm trying to say now, Chad, is potentially maybe this is what you see here on Sol BTC. Maybe you took out the sign of weakness, you ran down the lows, and then you create some kind of a confirmation low and go into another higher high, and that could be ultimately when you start the distribution. Or, Chad, also there's a possibility of distribution has already started. Sol has a big unlock here in March. So who knows? All I'm saying is that from the technical perspective, from the TA perspective, there are better reasons and arguments for this chart to go down rather than up here, chat. Let's go see ETH BTC since we were talking about it. Man, ETH BTC fails to create somewhat of a higher low or any kind of a bullish argument. Anyhow, man. Actually, the fourth red candle confirmed after this bearish engulfing candle from Monday. You've been printing cycle lowest daily candles for 4 days in a row now, Chad. Your next possible support of ETH is sitting at 2319. There's 2,319 sats down here, man. I did not think you would see, you know, ETH BTC as low before a bounce. I'm sure anything is possible in the markets, but I thought that you would see a bounce on ETH BTC before coming down here. So quite a controlled and systematic, you know, downtrend. You don't have any substantial, you know, short squeeze. You don't have any substantial, you know, price action to make you think. You don't have enough bull traps. What I'm trying to say. It's been lower lows and lower highs all the way down since this short squeeze on May 2024 when they announced the potential approval of the ETF. So ever since been, you know, ETH BTC carnage. RSI, it's also showing, you know, bearish continuation. We were talking about this this hidden bearish divergence already playing out, Chad. This lower high regarding this previous high, which was a major higher high on positive momentum, implying continuation to the downside was likely on ETH BTC. Just a continuation of the trend. RSI is sitting at 32 points, Chad, deep on the bearish control zone, deep on the control of the sellers. Is not also, you know, giving us much hope about a potential reversal soon. A lot of people on the timeline have been saying that ETH BTC does really bad on a QT environment, you know. So basically, the Federal Reserve would need to end quantitative tightening in order to get a bottom on ETH BTC. That's at least what happened the previous cycle, and if I'm not mistaken, the cycle before that. But actually, the cycle before that one, ETH and Ethereum was just minuscule, you know, was a really small cap, you know, token. So I don't think it's the same comparison at all. Sol ETH, man. Sol ETH closed on a 0.3% drawdown, catching follow through to yesterday's bearish engulfing candle. So that's interesting. But I don't know, the easy part about ETH BTC is that you need to hold. Basically, I'm gonna make it pretty quick on this ticker. You just need to stay above the former all-time high from November 2021. If you stay above it, you're pretty much awesome. If you go back below it, then it doesn't look too good. And given the price action that ETH has had, then it's not like such a good metric to actually see Sol ETH. A better metric would be to see Sol dominance. Yeah, we saw Sol dominance on the higher time frame 0 day, I think on the 9 day. Look at it on the 3 day, man. Man, doesn't look too good, not gonna lie. And actually, let's do the levels, chat. This is a 3 day. I'm gonna do them on the daily as usual. I'm gonna go to the former cycle, get some levels in. Yeah, I would say that's the most, oh my god, that's the most important level that you want to stay above. The former all-time high from 2021, this impulse from November 2021, which also marked the top on Sol BTC and Sol ETH. You're now below it. It's not great. It's not great, chat. You managed to stay above it and hold it as support for almost a year. This is March 2024, and now you had a breakdown, chat. I'm not sure if you have some kind of a distribution structure here. I think you may have one. It's different though, because this could be the buying climax. This is preliminary supply, buying climax, automatic response, secondary test, sign of weakness, upthrust, and then you will need to see, like, basically this could be your upthrust right here, and then you will need less point of supply, less point of supply, less point of supply. So it's a different structure than the Sol BTC one. Looks similar. It's not the same. Oh my god, Chad. What happened? What are we just straight up nuking in just 1 minute? What's going on? Some news must be out. What's going on, chat? What's causing this distress? Oh, sell news. Breaking. President Trump signs executive order officially creating a Bitcoin strategy reserve. So there you have it. A massive sell the news event. Oh my god. Just a few minutes ago, President Trump signed an executive order to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Are they buying or not? The Secretaries of Treasury and Commerce are authorized to develop budget neutral, what does that mean, strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, provided that those strategies have not incremental cost on American taxpayers. Yeah. It's not great, I guess. Oh my god, we're dying. We're down 3% already. Jesus Christ, talk about a sell the news. This should have been, you know, somewhat of a, you know, like a great news catalyst, but the fact that it was announced so many times was just, you know, getting ready to basically, you know, sell everything. And it actually happened on the Asian session. Sol already down 4%, ETH down 3.5%, USD dominance is up 3.5%, also pumping right now. Man, yeah, let's move on. Let's go see total market cap's down 3.4%. The fact that you're below the all-time high from 2021, it's not a good sign, chat. It's not a good sign of what's to come. Total 3 also down 2.9%. I really wonder what happens if the dip gets slurped and we actually close green tomorrow. I don't know if I've been delusional or not, but I would really like to see, you know, this dip get absorbed. Just look at this. Basically the weekly is where it's at. You don't want to close the weekly, you know, filling this wick to the downside. And let me remind you this, chat, too. Look at that sell signal. Oh my god, it's like sell everything, you know, and run away. Look at this, what has happened, you know, in the past. My god. Shout out to Brett Harman for liking the post of my stream. So let's go back to the stream. Jesus Christ. It's wild that happened while I was streaming. Let's go see. See others against BTC, man. It closed down 0.7% today, actually up on the first of the open candle. Trying to hold 2.78, 2.80, 2.8%. I mean 2.8 million basically. This inflection zone from the last years, basically from 2021 backwards, this level's been quite significant, and if you lose that level, then you're basically on thin ice before heading into potentially 2 million down here. So I'm not saying it's gonna go straight down, but it's hard for me to find a technical reason for a bounce anywhere below 2.8 million right here on others against BTC. What else? Chat. So BTC recovering a little bit. It's down 3.1% now. Solana having a harder time recovering than BTC. It's wild how he announced the reserve on BTC Tennessee on BTC Day, whatever, last year, and now it's been made official. We pumped almost ever since that announcement. Since it was late July. I mean, we crashed on August 5th, but if you don't take into consideration that crash, we've been rallying almost ever since. And now that the news have materialized, look at this sea of red. Altcoins getting obliterated. All Litecoin is it's below $100, chat. Cold token almost going into all-time lows. MOG, man, how can you have such a steady downtrend on such tickers that were thought as of they were thought as blue chips, if you would say so, a few months ago. Renzo pumped, it got listed on Coinbase. You don't have any kind of structure here telling you to potentially go higher. A recovery of 31 out of a penny or 3 pennies and whatever could be interesting until that happens. Then don't know about that, chat. Whiff, man, look at all this Solana meme coins. Ponky dead, chat. Mumu even deader. Giga chat dead. I wonder what Murad's saying. Bonk, oh my god, man. Bonk trading as low as February 25th last year. Mudang completely erasing every price section from when it was listed on Binance. AI agents on the red. Farcoin down 5%. Opus down 5%. Pippin down 4% after being already down 80%. Cerebro down 1.8%. Grass down 3.8%. This could be potentially a lower high regarding this previous high, and this could turn out to be quite a bloodbath that could take for over a year, chat. Jesus Christ, man. Since we got some price action, let's pull out the lower time frames. Jesus. Wow. Look at that negative momentum volume that came in on Coinbase the last few minutes. RSI oversold, trying to bounce though. This kind of nukes what I don't want to see, like this kind of flash crash. I think it's better rather than, you know, falling a little bit, then reconsolidation, then falling a little bit again, then redistributing, then falling a little bit. Like if this was it, and now we're gonna continue to, I don't know, to eat up what we just did, then I don't think it's that bad, to be honest, Chad. And I'm gonna go with the weekly close on that. Cause look at, man, you went down, you went up, you went down, you went up again, and now we're gonna go down again, man. Could be, everything's possible. So I hope not that tomorrow is also the news event. Yeah, some friends were saying just Litecoin below $100. That's real, chat. It's very real. Just look at USD dominance, man. You don't wanna. Oh my God, man! Look at this bullish retest to 200 moving average, whereas at the same time you're having a bullish retest to 4.88%. And let me remind you guys, chat, 9-day time frame. Jesus Christ, the 9-day will be closing in 7 days. There's a lot of room for this to develop, but look at how we sold off on the 9-day close against the 200 moving average, like almost to the dot right here, and now we're pressing against it again. I wouldn't want to see a breakout of the 200 moving average, which basically you fell below it for the first time since the 200 moving average presented itself on the chart. Yeah, this is the most scary chart for me, in my opinion, in all of crypto. The higher time frame USD dominance, you know, possible double bottom, you know, possible sweep of the lows of March last year. All of it with confluence with a bullish divergence on both oscillators, on the MACD and the RSI. And also at the same time, you have an argument for a potential pattern completion zone at around 7% for a bearish cipher here on USD dominance. Like if you go like this, A, B, C, and we go to D point to the 786 retracement from top to bottom. I mean, at least from complacency shoulder to bottom, is sitting at around 7.4%. If we go up here, man, it's over. I mean, it'll be over before, but this would imply basically BTC getting smoked, and altcoins, I don't know, like possibly ETH below 1K, Solana definitely back to double digits. Hell, maybe even low, double digits if we go there. And the fact is like it could take some time. It could even take, you know, like almost like the entirety of 2025 to even get there. Like 2025 will be an awful year if actually this pattern is gonna go to the pattern completion zone. But also let me remind you guys that you don't play harmonic this way. How you play harmonics, so I'm clear, like the way that you play harmonic is that you identify the harmonic, for example, a bullish bad here to the 886, and then for example you see a confirmation low, and you have bullish divergence on the oscillators, on the MACD and the RSI, and also you have confluence with here with a nice level right there. Is historic support level right here. And when you have that, you have a great argument, for example, right, for a reversal. Like this has been coming downtrending, right, price, then it gets here, then it goes up here, does this sort of price action. That's when you go long. Like you go long here basically, because you have a great risk to reward ratio right here. because you can cut it quick if you lose, you know, the critical zone, if you lose the lows, and you also have the confluence of the bullish, you know, divergence on both oscillators, on the MACD and the RSI. So why am I saying this? Because right now on USD dominance, we're like here. We have not even completed the pattern completion zone of the harmonic. So there's no guarantee that price will do this, right? Not at all. This is just a doodle, you know, a projection that maybe comes here, and if it gets here and it stops right here at this, you know, inflection zone at around 7.7%, where you know, I don't know, before in history it has reversed, then you have an argument for a potential sell-off. Maybe you do something like this, right? And that's when you go long on crypto or short USD. So that's how you would play this harmonic. Not like the fact that I can draw this, you know, this A, B, C, D, doesn't have any better chance of going, you know, into the D point rather than, you know, failing to do so. By the way that USD dominance is behaving itself, I think that we're selling even lower. Yeah, BTC down at 4%, 4.5%, Solana down 4.6%, ETH down 3.5%. So the sell-off has not been done, chat. Watching it live. See, we have some sort of a bullish divergence potentially on the MACD histogram. If we are able to catch somewhat of a local bottom here, you do have some potential serious extraction argument from this drop into this drop. You have a less negative momentum coming in. You can say also the same about the RSI on this complacency shoulder. Hopefully you could create somewhat of a nice bull div if actually we're gonna bounce at 85k. But truth be told, chat, we're no man's land here on BTC. No logical support at 85k rather than the local price action that we had the last few days, and now we're almost back at range lows, chat. Jesus Christ, man, this market has been awful. What is I was going to pull up, I think. Yeah, just not looking good, man. It was this chart right here. So your next logical support basically for, you know, BTC is right there, 73.777k. Man, these were some awful price action last year. From March to all the way to October, you just had, you know, the most boring price action ever. You basically made everyone think it was going to be over at range lows, and that we were going to be so back at range highs. For basically to do this, like, this is just what we got after this entire recumulation. Just we got like this massive, you know, ugly looking top in structure. I don't know about that, chat. I don't know what you guys think. I do have some friends looking to buy the dip, so that's interesting. Let's pull up Twitter. Do you have it? President of the United States, Mr. Donald Trump, signing the historic order for crypto minutes before the markets crash. Man, look at this hourly candle right here. Jesus Christ. Let's pull it up. Oh wow, down 4.4% in just 1 hour. When was the last time that we saw that? On March 3rd, not so long ago. Look at this price action, man. with high volume also coming in on Binance on the sell-off. Also on Coinbase. This is market showing its hand, I think. You know, telling you bears were in control. Look at the MACD. You were about to be positive. You were fully neutral. Almost fully neutral, and then this massive negative momentum candle comes in, pukes the RSI into the bearish control zone at 32 on the hourly. No signs of recovery next soon. Let's see the 5-minute chart. Look at that negative momentum that came up on the 5-minute chat. It's been like the highest negative momentum on the 5-minute in quite some time, chat. I think this was minus 163. Let's see how the negative momentum is in this one. Minus 400. Chat, I think this might be the highest negative momentum you've seen on the 5-minute in the entire year. Look at how oversold the RSI is. The most oversold in the 5 minutes since March 3rd. Yeah, it's gotta be a local bottom here. Like, what's the reasoning behind it besides to sell the news? And it happened right away. Like, I saw the chart and I knew something was going on. Let's pull out the 15 minutes. 15 minute also oversold. Also strong negative momentum coming in. Strongest negative momentum in the 5 minutes since March 3rd. How funny would it be that this choppy waters just turned out to be, you know, somewhat of a bullish, you know, choppiness and shake out of weak hands. BTC likes to do that. All right, chat. We're gonna close the stream on a low note today. You know, we got a great news from the presidency of the United States. We finally have a BTC strategic reserve from the U.S., but the market's clearly not, you know, behaving like it. If you're convicted and you have, you know, a strong bias, you know, don't get shaken out. You know, patience is usually rewarded in this market. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember to click on that like button, that bell, that sub on the way out. You guys rock. I'll see you guys on the next time.